Hello, everybody. Super fun, infinite blessings. This is Hope Mama Eagle, founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki, aka Ancestral Reiki. And today was, let me just say, it started off good and it just kept getting better. I can't wait to see what tonight, let alone tomorrow, brings, to the point where I totally spaced, Aquarian brain fart here, on doing the twin flame reading for Tuesday. So, shout out to Dr. V and her amazing twin flame oracle cards that Winona got for me. I just was guided to pull 4 cards today, which is interesting because that's one of the numbers that we got from the Vision Quest Tarot reading that I did earlier today. But this is just more specifically connecting with twin flame energy for those of you that are on the twin flame path. If you are curious if your twin is indeed a twin flame or soulmate or soul tie, it's really important to try and distinguish that. Most people know the story or the legend 144,000 angels physically coming back together on earth when it's needed most, like now. So, excuse me, when you do find out who your twin flame is, that's when you can really start to like fine tune your direction that you're going. I hear Mr. Miyagi, Dango-san, your focus needs more focus. So, yeah, it's funny. Somebody was just saying grasshopper. If Mahasani's watching this, he's going to crack up. So yeah, the twin flame cards that I'm getting right now is really beautiful. So we've got yes. And it's funny because when I did the live on Sunday, we pulled that card also. So there's a lot of repetition right now. And it's kind of like the universe. I hear the term gentle parent, right? This is a teaching moment right now because a lot of people, there's I hear like ages and stages on the twin flame journey. Usually when you meet your twin flame, you feel, I call it being Shaktipad, oh my gosh, who is this? Where did this person come from? They feel familiar. 9 times out of 10, you end up kind of going in the same direction, but like almost like a figure 8, like separating, coming back together, separating, coming back together, like an infinity symbol, right? Or the DNA helix. So what I'm picking up right now is that 2021 being a 5-year, there's a lot of changes going on. Change can either represent conflict or it can lead us into a deeper sense of humanity, a greater sense of humanity, taking inventory of people that are around us that are not for our highest good, or even people that siphon off of our energy, whether they're conscious of it or not. But that yes card is important because it means that people have been doing the work. One of my elders was telling me the other day that when you're in a twin flame situation, if you're trying to, I want to say, not so much disconnect yourself from your twin because that's literally impossible, but okay, shift your focus, right? Focusing on something else. And you can't. It's because your twin is doing the same level of work that you are. So some it usually happens that the divine feminine, we all have masculine feminine within us. Divine feminine takes the lead first. Okay, she goes around the medicine wheel, so to speak. It's almost like collecting pieces of the puzzle. So Queen of Wands is, all about passion and becoming assertive beyond being aggressive. Queen of Cups is mastering your emotions. Queen of Swords is coming into a greater sense of expression. And the Queen of Pentacles is chasing the paper. It's all about balancing spirit and material. So what I'm getting from that is that, once the divine feminine has gone around that wheel, so to speak, and mastered each of those queen vibrations, then she comes into the energy of the empress. So the divine masculine, on the other hand, is in that king vibration. And the king vibration is very 3D. It's managing the kingdom. It's managing someone just said the coffers, which is a really old word for money. Um, but it's very 3D. It's very materialistic. It's very stacking the coin, chasing the paper, hence chasing. That's where you get the chaser runner dynamic, right? That is almost inevitable within twin flame connections. One of you starts out running, the other starts chasing, then the other stops chasing, the other starts chasing, until you realize that you're always together, so there's no need to run, there's no need to chase, right? So, with that yes energy, just means saying yes to the universe. Saying, yes, I'm going to take better care of myself. Yes, I'm going to focus on self mastery. I'm going to surrender my illusion of control on this journey, because there is no such thing as control. It's like trying to control a herd of wild horses, or trying to corral cats for that matter. It just doesn't work. So once you surrender, because destiny is destiny. There's a saying that the wise man meets his destiny in the sunlight, right? The foolish man stumbles on it on the path he takes to try and avoid it. So we've all been in that boat. So saying yes to your health, saying yes to the things that you don't just deserve, but the things that you need to go forward on your path as a divine feminine, divine masculine. Because as the divine masculine approaches the divine feminine with humility in his heart, that's when he gets up off his knees. And instead of being the king that is, I want to say, indentured to the kingdom, right? He's now the emperor. Okay, so equals, congruency, balance, harmony, infinite abundance, protection, all that good stuff. So with the yes, you've also got creativity. So a lot of you guys are going to start to feel a little more creative today. You might hear messages in songs. Myself, I love to use YouTube as a roulette. I spin the YouTube, refresh it, and look at the signs or messages that pop up. Which is really cool. So the other card that we're getting is fear. And it's kind of cool when I see this, because it makes me think of Mahasani used to have like a health thing that people could drink that, somebody just said boost their vitality and energy and helps them rise to the occasion, right? But lightning and thunder. So, sometimes that anxiety can feel like lightning and thunder. But it's funny, I used to have a wolf, and when I first moved to Pacific Northwest, we had one of the most crazy storms I'd ever seen in my life. And my wolf and Winona were up on my bed trembling. Like, where the heck did this storm come from? Until I started telling them, hey, the thunder is the ancestors playing the drums. The lightning is every time they're dancing, their feet touch the clouds. That's where you get that lightning. And the minute that we started looking at it that way, we shifted our perception, right? It wasn't scary anymore. And if you look at the word scared and you look at the word sacred, they're exactly the same word, and they just got jumbled. So anytime you start to feel scared on your twin flame journey, just remember it's all sacred. Beginning to end, from the very beginning to the happy ending and beyond that. It's all sacred. Everything you need is within you. Everything that you're meant to learn or transcend or transform individually and collectively with your twin flame is within you. There's no such thing as separation. It's all preparation. Every time y'all come back together, it helps you to evolve in some way. Every time, whether they're down the street or they're halfway around the world, there's always a higher purpose. And when you do come into physical union, you start to understand more of that journey looking back than you ever could have looking forward. So, as if the ancestors are confirming that, right? The fourth card that we have is soulmate. So it doesn't mean that, the connection you have is soulmate and not twin flame. Soulmate just means someone who understands your soul. Twin flame means that you are here to not only elevate your own consciousness, but to elevate the consciousness of the entire planet, to raise the vibration of the entire planet, right? So a twin flame is somebody that mirrors. they don't just mirror your strengths, they also mirror things that you need to work on, So that's where the humility comes into it. Anybody else comes to us and says, oh, hey, you need to work on this, that, and the other. Some of us might be a little hesitant. But when we look at the fact that, wow, this person actually shares my soul, all the amazing things this person's accomplished, it's within me as well. The level of peace that this person has attained, it's within me as well. My twin got out of the dark night of the soul. I can do it too. My twin manifested, magnetized XYZ to help their kids. I can do it too, And when y'all are able to actually come back together, that's when the real magic happens. Because at that point, it's like the universe hands you a blank check and says, okay, what do you need to complete your journey for the highest good of all concerned? Bada bing, bada boom, or bibbity bobbity boo, it's yours. So today, whether you're in a soulmate connection, twin flame connection, whether you're guided to watch this, even affirming, self-love, you're always guided to a message for a reason. Just, I know it sounds corny, but, take a minute, give yourself a hug, hug your pet, hug your child, hug your family member. If you're blessed to have your twin flame physically next to you, give them a hug. If they're not physically next to you, hug them in spirit, hug them with your prayers, try and stay in contact with them however you can. If you're not able to stay in contact physically, you're still going to stay in contact in the dream time, because destiny is destiny, so you can't mess it up. No matter what you do, you're still going to be able to accomplish what you're here to accomplish. It's just that being in the physical helps you to see more physical results for the highest good, and that then inspires other twins to find the courage to connect in the physical so that they can shift things in more tangible ways as well. Gracie's joy and least effort. So namaste, optimistic. Enjoy your journey, getting to piece the rest and best together. If you need me, you can direct message me, you can text me, even if it's just emojis. And you can message me through my website, which is infiniteblessings.godaddyscites.com. So have a wonderful morning, afternoon, and or evening, whatever the case may be. And I will look forward to talking with you soon.